Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas Podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
Mostly drunk.
Always encouraged, but never mandatory. I'm Jedi Master Grayson. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and brother, Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, doing great.
Best day of my life. We're also joined by, he's basically family, but y'all can pay him because he's light skinned. What is up, Sinestro? I don't know how to pronounce your first name.
Thal Sinestro. Thank you. I'm gonna nerd so hard tonight.
Oh man, it's gonna be a very nerdy night. I'm so excited about tonight's show.
So hard
We are talking lanterns. We are talking comic books, and as always, we're talking shit.
Mostly shit. It's gonna be a good night.
A little bit of poop.
Oh yeah, it's coming out. 2 drops of pee coming out for sure.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood that doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, you would enjoy our monthly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if they're as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas Channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Yeah, that's right. Check out the Does It Hold Up channel. You can find the link to the channel in the description. And also check out the Drunk Banthas channel. You can also find that in the description. We're going to be dropping some content for both channels this week, so keep your ear to the ground. But also want to remind you guys to tune in every Thursday to the Bantha Bunch show, hosted by your favorite cousin Bill.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna be talking about this Thursday?
Yeah. Remember Chucky used to do that show all the time? Yeah. Man, what are we gonna be talking about? We're gonna be talking about your favorite favorite silo. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about the hot series on Apple TV Plus.
Solo silo CC stay style great. Style stilo stay low style live state. Solo silo CC stay style great.
Fuck yes.
And we actually got a return of Solo himself. So now it really is.
Solo silo CC stay style great. Style stilo stay low style live state. Solo silo CC stay style great.
So hey, just so y'all know, we be rapping it while it's playing. We be rapping it.
It is it's the reunification of Solo and Silo. It's the Solo Silo reunion.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that and a little bit of like news of the entertainment persuasion.
The world.
Man, have you heard about this new movie?
World?
This Chinese movie, what's it called? Niu Lao. Oh man, I probably just butchered that. But trust me when I say that it is the most popular movie in Japan right now. I mean in China right now. And it is also considered the worst movie in China right now.
China has The Room?
Yeah, but it's an animated version. I wish I could find it right here. I sent it to somebody. Yeah,
China's been leaning pretty heavily into AI. I could see them accidentally letting that get out of hand and just making some real dog shit.
It was this guy. I'll tell you about it. This guy and his mom made a movie. They spent 2 years on it. They were like fashion designers or something like that. Anyway, not fashion designers, but anyway, they were in garment or some shit like that. And they like took all their like life savings, and dude built a movie. His mom wrote the dialogue, and he made an animated movie on PowerPoint, nigga.
Oh my gosh.
PowerPoint. I wish I could.
I mean, if you think about it,
shit.
If you could get those slides going fast enough, isn't that just what animation at its most basic is? Very, very small movements, flipping the page as fast as you can.
It is, but it is.
You know, like when we were all kids and we would just take like a notebook and just like,
yeah,
you know,
like flip book animation.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's just that's not. It doesn't. This does not look that good.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. I can't wait to see it.
To quote one of my favorite Ted Lasso characters, you're saying it's duty. It's duty.
It is.
It's all poopy. That's what it was.
Garbage.
It's just poopy.
So I couldn't find it, but yeah, I bet you I'll be talking about it on. I'll be talking about it on Thursday. So yeah.
Okay.
Long short of it.
So guys, check out the Bantha Butt Show this Thursday at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time.
Is somebody bombing Jeff?
Oh gosh, I hope not.
Oh no.
I had a piece of paper that was annoying me, and my shredder's like right there.
Okay.
It's now shredded.
I was just making sure either no one was attacking you or you were like not being attacked. I mean, like being shredded yourself.
He was being attacked by the shredder.
Yeah.
Just annoying papers, which for me usually means bills.
Sorry,
don't talk about my brother that way.
He's not talking about me, ladies and gentlemen.
2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff.
Just so you know.
But I think that's good enough time as any to move on to our first topic of the night. Jeff, let's take a stroll down your comic book corner. What are we going to be talking about today?
We are talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl. All right. I lent my friend the comic book, so you are looking at the novel. The novel is so popular, they made a comic book out of it, and Seth MacFarlane picked it up, and it's being made into a show for Peacock. This is, if you haven't heard of it, it is outrageously good. I think there's currently 9 books out. What are they called? The audiobooks are phenomenal too. One of the best voice actors I've ever heard. So good that he's actually reprising one of his characters in the show. So anyway, let's get to it. Dungeon Crawler Carl opens up with Carl, and as you can see from the cover, this cat, Donut, just on a street in Seattle in the winter at 2:22 a.m. And as it says, 1 minute before the end of the world. Immediately after that, we see Carl watch as the world ends. As he's looking around, he just sees it's imagine an empty beer can and just every building, everything that had any sort of roof, cars, gazebos, bus stops, apartments. If there was a roof, it was slammed down and it is gone. And as Carl's sitting there, still confused, he gets a note in the just an announcement, which is also being shown on air, just saying, "Surviving humans, take note." And obviously Carl freaks and goes to kick at it, but the croc he was wearing goes flying. And as that happens, Carl's like, what the fuck? And he's looking down at this thing that rolled over to him. And as he's looking down, he sees it is the head of his elderly neighbor, Mrs. Parsons. And while Carl's going through this, he starts getting some weird announcements, like a haptic buzz in his head, saying, per syndicate rules, having failed to file a proper appeal within 50 solars of first contact, your planet has been successfully seized. It's a lot like if you've ever read or seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, very similar in that aspect. There is some crazy outer space government has seized Earth because none of us thought to be like, please don't. Anyway, from there we cut to 6 minutes before the end of the world. And it's just Carl in his apartment. He's playing some video games. It shows like his, a picture of him with his girlfriend and her cat. And all these pictures of the cat and weird cat awards and a picture of Carl when he was in the Coast Guard. And Carl opens the window to have a cigarette and fuck Princess Donut, excuse me, jumps out the goddamn window into a tree. And Carl's just like, you know what? Fuck it. That's not my cat. That's Bee's cat. She's a bitch. We're breaking up. I don't fucking care. But this cat, not really thinking because it's a fucking cat, starts screaming in this tree because, again, it is the middle of winter in Seattle. So the cat's screaming. People are freaking out. Carl's like, fuck. And he goes to run outside, grabbing his coat, but no shoes, so he just grabs a pair of his girlfriend's crappy Crocs, and he runs out after Donut. And he gets her out of the tree, and as she's jumping into his arms, his neighbor, Mrs. Parsons, leans out, Carl, is that you? And he's like, yeah, Mr. Parsons. What are you doing? He's like, Donut jumped out. I had to come get her. And she's like, isn't that Bee's cat? That Bee, she sure is. And thunk. The building flattened as it's called the collapse. And we see it's not just their building. Carl's looking out as it's happening everywhere. The entirety of Earth gets collapsed down. And Carl is now just standing there, staring at a frozen wasteland of nothing and his neighbor's head. And he's just like, fuck, she's dead. And as this is happening, that announcement starts going off again, now that we're brought back up to speed. And it's like, every interior of your world has been crushed. All the raw materials, they're being reclaimed and mined for their elements. This is, obviously due to the Reclamation Act, subsection 35, blah, blah, blah. And what it's basically saying is like, but hey, all those humans, all of you that survived, and we see this bright light, like, it's like, you now have a chance to live. And it shows this weird fucking entrance that's popped out of the ground and a staircase going down. And it's saying the assigned region, the Borant Corporation, has selected the 18-level world dungeon option. And it's like, oh, you can go into this dungeon. Anyone who survives all 18 levels, that person gets to reclaim the earth. They're the leader. All of this shit. And Carl's just, he's literally going to get frostbitten. He has no pants and no real shoes, so he has to go into this dungeon. And upon entering this dungeon, he starts getting more congratulations, welcome to the dungeon. This is and the cat, Donut, bites his hand and jumps out running away. And he's like, fuck, God damn it. And as he chases after her, these two giant doors just shut behind him. And Carl is now in this dungeon, and he starts getting all these crazy notifications. He's getting announcements in his head while these weird menus are popping up explaining anything. He looks over, he sees Donut, the cat. She's swiping at nothing. He realizes even she's seeing it, and it's like, congratulations, you've entered the dungeon, survive, and, you get to rule Earth. This floor collapses in 5 days. Then the next floor collapses. Achievement, you enter the dungeon. Achievement, you brought a cat in. Achievement, you enter with no pants. What's wrong with you? And it's like, you get this loot box, you get that loot box. All of this information is coming, and it's just bombarding Carl, and he's just trying to figure it out. What it basically comes down to is now he's in this dungeon. He has to fight for his survival. It's like some sort of weird game show. It's being viewed by the galaxy. And even though he's got like these cool loot boxes and shit, he can't touch any of them until he gets to a tutorial guild and goes through all of it, which is really lucky because when he looks down the hall, there it is. A big sign pointing out the tutorial guild. So Carl, with no other options, picks up this cat, Donut, starts walking off, and gets a new achievement. This one's saying, new achievement, fall into an obvious trap. And reward, well, if there's a heaven, and if you haven't been too much of an asshole, maybe they'll let you in because you're about to meet your maker. And we see this giant bulldozer made of spikes with these weird creatures on top of it. And as Carl looks at it, that menu pops up again and it starts describing these things. This is the Goblin Murder Dozer, a contraption built by goblins, powered by stone pristine. It's terribly constructed, and it's just meant to kill all of you crawlers. And he's like, what, goblins are fucking real? What the fuck's going on? And it shows like goblin level 2, goblin engineer level 3. And they start coming at Carl with this murder dozer, running him down the hall. And Carl's freaking out, and he's running off because what's he going to do against this thing? And as he's running, he's like, in that fucking AI, he's like, an obvious trap. Oh, ha, 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 ha. And he's running. He sees like this weird little door off to the side. No fanfare, no lights, nothing. And he realizes that's the actual fucking tutorial guild. So he's like, oh, shit. And he runs, and he starts banging on the door. He's like, open up, open up, open up. And someone on the inside's like, huh, what? What's going on? You monsters aren't allowed here. He's like, open the fucking door. And this guy opens the door, and it's this weird humanoid rat-looking thing. And he's like, what? Crawler's already in there? He's like, it's a tutorial guild, right? And this guy's like, holy shit, you are a crawler. This is way too early. The dungeon isn't supposed to be starting at all. And Othelia says, all this motherfucker had to do was just go back inside. But nah, let me just walk into a dungeon in my drawers. White people, man, there is no more inside. Every inside has been destroyed. Literally, even like cardboard boxes, if you were sitting inside one of them, it would have collapsed and ended up killing you. He had to go inside. So Carl's there, and he's talking to this rat fink guy, and he's like, let me in. The guy's like, I can't. There's mobs. You took too long. If those mobs are here, I can't let you in. It's against the rules. So Carl's like, fuck. So he goes, and he's like, "What? I took it too long. You were the one who wasn't unlocking the door." And he just goes, "Fuck it." And he turns and he runs up and he just punches a goblin and almost kills it with one fucking punch. But there's still other goblins. So Carl's like, "Shit, okay." And he walks up to this one. So as the one goblin sees him, he's like, "Oh no!" He runs back to the murder dozer while the one Carl knocked out is lying on the ground. And Carl's like, well, shit. As the rat guy's like, hey, the rules are clear. If there's any living mobs near the entrance, the door stays shut. So Carl crushes the thing's fucking head. Then, while getting a bunch more achievements, he's like, all right, it's okay. Let us in. And the guy finally has to let Carl in. And Carl runs in and he slams the door behind him. He's like, can those get in there? And he's like, no. And the guy's like, no, they're not allowed in. He goes, okay, like, are they? Well, what's going to happen? Are they going to leave? And the guy's like, well, yeah, but they're going to go get the rest of their family so that when you leave here, there's going to be like 80 of them out there. And Carl's like, fuck. So he goes, all right. So he leaves Donut in there. He opens up the door. He runs outside. And while they're not paying attention, he jumps up onto the back of the murder dozer. That one regular level 2 goblin doesn't give a fuck. He grabs that guy and throws him in front. He gets eaten up by all those weird spikes on the turn, on the ball, on the whatever you call the thing that flattens shit. And it just gets torn to shreds and fucking dies. And then while he's like spitting the blood out of his mouth, he sees the other goblin, the engineer, hasn't noticed him yet. So he sneaks up behind him, fucking kicks him in the head. But this guy's tougher. That did the first guy, a punch almost took him out. This guy, nuh-uh. Barely knocked down his life. So Carl's like, shit. So he just starts beating the fuck out of this guy. He's grabbing the helmet off his head, beating him with that. He's punching him in the face. Eventually, he knocks him off the murder dozer, and that knocks out most of his life. But not enough. So again, Carl gets up, jumps, brings his foot down on his thing, fucking killing it. So, of course, right after he does that, he gets another notification that the murder dozer is about to fucking explode because they don't build them well. Carl runs back into the tutorial guild, closes the door. He's like, fucking coming. There's an explosion that rocks the entire dungeon, shaking the walls. But this is a safe room, so he's okay. So finally he turns and he looks at this guy and he's like, what the fuck? And this guy goes, all right, time for your tutorial. And he explains, his name is Mordecai, and he's way stronger than Carl. He's a level 50. He can destroy Carl with an errant thought. And Carl's like, what the fuck is going on? What's with this? It's a fucking dungeon? Is everyone dead? How do I work this shit? Who the fuck are you? Why can't I use these boxes? What's really going on? This guy's like, slow down. I get it, man. And he goes, trust me, because I was a crawler just like you. And that's the end of the first issue.
Okay.
What?
Interesting. It's got some Free Guy vibes.
Not really. If anyone here is like Free Guy-ish, it's the goblins. But like, so what happens is basically the world is taken over and they mine it for minerals and shit. But the part that really makes the intergalactic money is then they create this fucking dungeon and have seed it with a bunch of monsters and have people go through fighting to try and survive, and they stream it live to the entire fucking galaxy. And so it's this human and his cat trying to survive against other humans, intergalactic monsters, random shit created by the dungeon, all that. It's awesome.
It's an interesting concept. I
will allow it.
I can't say that I'm excited to see what Seth MacFarlane does with it.
Did you ever watch The Orville?
I did not, because by then I was already sick of Seth MacFarlane's thing.
So here's what I would suggest. Do you like Star Trek?
I love Star Trek, yeah.
Watch The Orville. So yeah, The Orville's funny, but it's not just simple Family Guy. Oh, and then the seal had a ray gun, and it shows a seal with a ray. It's not like that. It's no cutaways or anything. It is funny, but it's things that make sense to the storyline. And the thing is, he's a huge fucking Star Trek fan. So this was his way of making his own version. And I'll tell you what, the graphics are just as good and the story's just as good.
Okay. So it's just it's more sincere, a sincere side of
exactly.
Seth MacFarlane I haven't seen before.
He made his money. He got to a point where he's like, oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep on doing it.
As we've learned from our next topic, that white men with a lot of money can basically do whatever the fuck they want.
What? Anybody with a lot of money can do whatever the fuck they want. In America.
But that was a line from our next topic.
I thought it was a line from politics, but okay.
This ain't a topic. It's a show.
Two things could be true.
Porque no dos.
Let us know what you thought of this installment of Jeff's Comic Book Corner. Are you going to be...
you're frozen, but they can hear you because you're...
Yeah, it's really weird, and you keep freezing at like really opportune moments for us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But your voice keeps going, so...
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can live with it.
You look like your own shitty ventriloquist on it.
This is weird. It's weird.
Yes, we are going to do the next iteration. We're going to do the next iteration of Dungeon Crawler Carl next week.
Yeah, there's no insult, by the way. It's just what's happening. It's an observation.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what is in store for Carl next.
Hello, Carl.
Excuse me, and Princess Donut. Come on, show some respect.
Gotta show some respect to Princess Donut. Great.
Hello, Carl. Remember that?
Yeah, fucking Luke Cage.
Right. Oh
man, everybody remembers that show. Let's go.
I had such high hopes.
Yeah, it had some peaks and valleys, for sure. High peaks,
it did do that.
Low valleys. Let's move on to our next topic of the night. We're talking about HBO Max's original series, Lanterns. Yeah, that's right. Season 1, episode.
Very good of you to say it and then hit the button because you are on a delay.
It worked out that way because I'm on a delay. But Lanterns season 1, episode 2, Trustfall. in 2016 with his ring nearly depleted. Hal sends John back to Coast City to retrieve his lantern while he continues investigating the shooting. I was very hard on the last episode, but I did enjoy this episode a lot more. It does have a little bit more of a balance to me of the sci-fi and True Detective other than just being mostly True Detective. And I was a little nervous in the last episode where they were like, oh, ring's running out of power. I guess we're gonna have to spend the next 4 episodes figuring out what to do about that. But that's not what they did. We got back to recharging the ring pretty fast, and there's a lot of action in the pursuit of that and a lot of intrigue as well. Just initial thoughts. What did you guys think of this episode, Sinestro?
Such a good name. I did really enjoy it. There were a couple of things I took issue with, but a lot of those are the really like hybrid, like very nerdnik things for me to have an issue with. But like, I don't know. There's one thing. I mean, we'll end up getting one of the issues I had was the costume. Like, I don't like at all that the costume is like fabric and leather. It's made of light. Like, and in fact, that's like a part of the comics is there's one where this chick walks up to Hal and she ends up putting, like touching him while he's doing something. She's like, ow, like the green on your armor is hot. And he's like, on your uniform, it's hot. And he's like, yeah, it's not fabric. It's light. The green's hot and the black is dark. And it's because of the wavelengths of light. Of energy.
And the black is night.
It falls from the skies. So like things like that annoyed me. But like that one's super nerdy. The one that really confused me though was Hal's power battery. Because here's the thing. It doesn't look like any of the Green Lantern Corps power batteries. But it does look like Alan Scott's power battery. Alan Scott was Green Lantern in the Justice Society of America in like the golden age of comics. He has nothing to do with the Green Lantern Corps. His is based on magic, while theirs are based on science. And he doesn't get his power from the central power battery on Oa. He gets his power from this space rock called the Starheart. And I'm just so confused because it looks almost identical to that one. And I just don't know why we would have done that. It makes literally no sense to me.
Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say maybe because it looks cooler. That was my only.
I don't think it does either.
I don't think it looks cooler, but I think that they're going to. I think there's gonna be a balance here. You know,
better fucking be.
They're gonna use practical and mix it with the CG.
I took it as they were trying to give people who would recognize it's an Alan Scott lantern, like hey, here's a fun little thing for you. But it's like, if you're nerdy enough to recognize Alan's lantern versus all of the other guys, you're also nerdy enough to be like, well, fuck that.
Right.
I do get why, like, at least from like the logic of the show, they've pretty much established that the constructs from the ring look a very certain way. Even when he made the money, it didn't look like money. It looked like a construct from the ring. So I guess in the rules of the show, or this universe, if he were to construct the costume, it would look like Ryan Reynolds' costume from the Green Lantern movie and all glowing CGI and shit. So, and that's in the rules established from like the way that the aesthetic of the constructs from the ring look, I'm okay with the costume being an actual physical costume.
All right,
I think it's going to be a combination of both, and I have I have a hypothesis. Mueller is coming out.
I was about to say, let's hear the music.
Step on out here, Mueller. I think that John is going to be the first to figure out how to manifest his own suit.
I agree with you there.
Him, and then they'll be like, "Oh, damn!" He'd be like, "Well, how'd you do that?" And then he'll do it. You know,
It's like, I'm better than you.
Hal
That's how I do
probably asked him, like, how'd you do that? And then he goes, well, you do it. I just thought about it. You know, you just fly.
Which,
And then
it.
bring
And
it back.
it's-
You know?
and it's funny because Hal's whole thing is like, I'm Air Force. I've been flying my whole life. It's just natural for me.
Mhm.
Well, John's an architect. He literally builds things. That's why, at least in my opinion, creating an actual construct is so much easier for him, and it has so much more life.
Yeah, I did appreciate that scene where he's teaching him how to fly. Where he says, obviously flying would come very natural to Hal, but John has literally never flown before,
Right?
So, you can see why that difference in imagination manifests itself in their constructs. So I thought that was a creative way to show that.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, I don't. I thought. No.
You guys are wrong.
No, I would agree with you. I'm gonna go to the comments here. I thought this episode was fly as hell. I did not like last episode at all. I'm on the fence about our main character, or was our main character at least like 10 months ago, 12 months ago. But yeah, our main character, I feel like I don't want to say he's a bad actor, because I don't want to say that about any actor. But
What
can
about
say
Jared
I think
Leto?
He's a bad person. If
Well,
you mean
well
bad
done.
actor?
Bad acting person.
Yeah,
He's
as a bad actor, he is a bad actor in life.
He makes in the real
Yeah,
world.
but he is not a bad actor. He's just a bad actor in life. And maybe that's why he's been good as a bad person and bad as a good person. Right. Anyway, no. It's the British accent. It's the British man trying to do an American accent.
You are always picking those apart.
Me and Alex, we both hate it. Because it just sounds like you're from nowhere as an American. And I think we talked about this. Maybe we didn't.
What's the term for that old school
with heavy spoilers.
radio voice that they were all? Yeah.
Yeah.
They just got that going.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it with heavy spoilers, but it's just like, the American actors do it too when they do British accents. It's like, where exactly are you from?
Britain, duh.
It's like, I hear what you're doing, but where do they do that at?
Yeah.
Kind of a big place. Yeah.
And yeah, so there's just times where I hear it, and I feel like at times, maybe it's not his accent. Maybe it's just that it's a flaw in the way that this actor is. But I just feel like it's a lot of sauce being put on the acting. I feel like he's acting.
All right. I have a homework assignment for both of you. I'm going to bring it back up at the end of the episode. So you got that long to figure this out. The question, and people can chime in the chat, the best American accent done by a Brit. Don't answer now. We'll think about it, and we'll have it as a question at the end of the episode.
I was about to say my answer, but he's Welsh, so that doesn't count, I guess.
I can only ask.
It technically does. I said British accent, not English, or by a Brit, and that's part of the United Kingdom.
Oh, okay, cool. I got my answer.
All right.
I can only ask questions on here. I can't. I mean, yes or no questions on here, because I was going to put a poll up, but I can only do yes or no questions on here. We'll go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. Fifth Bantha, Alex, you're gonna read these chats. I was gonna try to find more.
Fifth Bantha said the suit pissed me off too because it changes from the ring, right? Yeah, we have seen like.
Hold on, we're gonna keep going because we've already
Okay.
talked about that a little bit. We're gonna keep going.
Power battery looked entirely different. Yeah, we talked about that as well. Doesn't this doesn't the suit heal him as well? I.e.,
It does not, but it works as an armor.
Okay. He said he didn't know it was Alan's lantern. Oh yeah, this one 9.
The budget and Ryan Reynolds killed that CGI suit idea. They just won't be touching that anytime soon. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, like I think even just the aesthetic of a CGI suit would, no matter how good it would look, even if it looked as good as Iron Man in Infinity War, which also looked like dog shit, people would still be like, nah, it just reminds me of Ryan Reynolds. I'm getting PTSD.
Fair. That is unfortunately fair, which is why I think it might have been a smarter move to go with the older Hal Jordan.
Well, which is also why I think it'll be half and half thing that happens like in the middle of this season, towards the end of the season type thing.
I did like how in the comics that like each Lantern had their own little different style of Green Lantern costume.
Guy's stupid fucking Michigan jacket. Eat a dick.
Athelia said in the chat how Jordan is like if somebody made the dude from the Big Lebowski a superhero. It's not wrong. Yeah, Hal's definitely got some dude vibes. I don't know anything about Hal Jordan before this, so I don't know if this
or El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
Athelia said he's British.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Hold up, typically British people end up finding Southern USA is an easier accent for them, but then it doesn't blend well. You may be on to something. Yeah, well, the Southern accent comes from the British, the bad British and well, like Cockney and Irish and Scottish accents. That's literally where it comes from. So that is probably why they have a better time or easier time doing it.
I mean, redneck was originally a term for people in Ireland.
Right. And then Nine Nerd Yards. What up, by the way, everybody in the chat? Appreciate y'all. Said Stringer Bell. That's a good one.
Yeah, I will piggyback on that and say that I think that British actors do a really good job when they lock into a specific American dialect, as opposed to just like trying to do a blanket American.
Right.
You
accent.
have to.
Right. I think Idris Elba does a really great accent in The Wire, but he does a terrible American accent in Masters of the Universe.
Because he's doing a Baltimore accent in The Wire. He's in Baltimore. They filming around people that you're going to hear their accents all day. Like you're really there,
right?
As opposed to being on a set for 3 months.
Yeah, that definitely helps, obviously.
And then later on in this episode, learning that the stadium's metal detectors secretly contain alien detecting technology.
Which, by the way, I'm so sorry to interrupt. It was so funny that he breaks off the front of the car, considering the crowbar he was holding was all metal.
It's probably more metal than the car that he's tearing apart.
I was like, that's probably fiberglass.
I don't know why he kept doing that.
Because it was John's rental.
I was like, was he just trying to fuck with John? Is this really what his goals was?
Oh
yeah, it's so unnecessary. But how convinces Carrie to let him question William? Speaking of Carrie, another actor from across the pond, Carrie, she's doing a Midwestern accent, and I've heard her do a straight up like a normal American accent, not as good. But William refuses to cooperate, and when Hal refuses to leave, has him shot by a sniper. Hal later wakes up in the hospital where he and Carrie reach an understanding. That's one way to put it.
We're gonna need to meet
while he still tries to flirt with her.
Yeah. Like you're sitting on my bedside.
You're gonna need a little bit more.
That was very Hal Jordan.
I'm gonna need a little bit more understanding if I'm gonna sit here and got shot now. Touch my leg or something. Rub on my chest or touch my leg. Rub your finger across my hand or something. Shit.
I got shot. I'm curious how you guys feel about Carrie, because I personally don't trust her. They make a big deal of showing how she's one step ahead of the Lanterns, but she also brushes off the new hospital equipment like it's not suspicious, not even like breaking her stride. And her explanation really makes no sense, because I've been in small towns with unbusy hospitals before, and the equipment just looks old. It doesn't. It's not like they have like.
I'm not going to question.
They're not just buying brand new equipment to sit around, because like where would they get the money?
Oh yeah. Well, I'll say this too. Like, why is your hospital so big then? You don't have a 4-floor hospital if the town doesn't need one. Like, that's very expensive. But I'll say this: I don't think it was like she was just trying to like pretending like she didn't notice. I think this is another thing she's trying to keep from Hal. So instead of trying to lie, she just fucking walks on.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, she's a manhunter.
Oh, that annoyed me too.
She's a manhunter.
Manhunters don't change shape. They're fucking old ass robots.
Wait a minute. Maybe crazy country boy. Maybe ride a horse, save a cowboy. Maybe he is manhunter. No, wait. His wife is a manhunter.
Oh, mother shit. All right. 9. Well done. We'll come back to it.
He says she's Martian manhunter.
That's a different type of
put it on the board.
That would be
put it on the board.
I would be annoyed if we get Manhunters and Martian Manhunter. That's just like too much.
Man, if it's just Martian,
you mean like Green Lantern and Green Lantern?
If it's just Martian Manhunter, that would kind of piss me off too. I don't know.
Well,
anyway, let's get back.
Yeah, let's talk about Carrie a little bit more because also another thing is that she's got a Midwestern accent, but she's from Gotham. No,
you don't know where Gotham is.
It's supposed to be
everyone does. It's New York,
Chicago.
Gotham is New York. Gotham is New York.
Supposed to be.
Coast City is L.A. Come on,
man. It could be Chicago.
It could be
Keystone City and Central City are fucking Minneapolis and St. Paul.
I don't believe in accents for real because like motherfuckers, goddamn Dominicans live in New York their whole life. They don't sound New York. They got fucking Dominican accent.
Yes.
It's like,
Carrie should sound Dominican.
I'm saying, what if her family is from the Midwest?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
maybe her family is from Smallville.
Yeah,
I think those were too on the nose. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. Oh, I'm from Gotham. Okay, bitch. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean that was
just say where's the Flash? Where's the Flash from?
Central City.
Our City? Oh no, Central.
He's from Central City. Central City is sister cities with Keystone City, so I think that's supposed to be St. Paul, Minneapolis. Smallville is in Kansas. But Metropolis is drivable, so I guess Metropolis is St. Louis?
I guess. Which is why it makes me so mad when they're like, Metropolis is just like 30-minute flight from Gotham City. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, man. maybe in the Batwing.
Maybe. Oh, I got
it's like literally
maybe the DC universe is Westeros.
Maybe the DC universe is just the size of the state of Texas.
It's Westeros. That's why you get everywhere fast, just like they do in Game of Thrones.
I would love it if Game of Thrones was just a prequel to the DC universe. Like,
That's it.
Thousands of years ago.
We get back to the Martian Manhunter stuff, guys. We're gonna get back to your Martian Manhunter stuff.
I'm gonna talk about it.
No, I meant in the chat.
So let's actually get back to John. After retrieving Hal's power battery and Green Lantern suit, John is kidnapped by aliens associated with Saunders. They revealed that they come to Rushfield searching for Manhunter, an artificial being created by the Guardians that cause a genocide of the entire race. The aliens threaten to destroy Rushfield and give John 48 hours to find the Manhunter. Now, this was a big reveal. It reminded me a lot of a couple different Justice League Unlimited episodes, including this one. I'm going to play a little clip featuring one of my favorite Green Lantern, Kilowog.
Kilowog, you poozer.
Whoa,
you poozer. If this thing decides to play.
Don't touch it again. You did it twice?
Maybe.
Oh, God.
So
while we're waiting.
Most lanterns stash their batteries in a hidden pocket dimension.
Cool. Let me know when you find it. You're not the only one who needs a recharge, oh pal of mine. Johnny does have a chink in his armor. Bob and Terry's?
Delicious.
Hey, check this out. People's Exhibit B, Old Yeller.
Delicious.
That is a fun scene with Lex Luthor.
Oh man, Michael Rosie.
He's awesome, by the way.
He seems like such a fun guy.
I've met him multiple times. He is so much fun.
Oh my gosh, jealous. Yeah,
Jelly.
just another example of the Green Lanterns keeping their lanterns in a pocket dimension. But we get a big reveal about the Manhunters. Also, another Justice League Unlimited episode remind me of the Blackest Night, where the Manhunters are a big villain. Now, Sinestro, I'll let you talk about why this is such a big departure from the way they are depicted in the source material.
So, first off, quick question here. Did they mention in the show that the Manhunters were created by the Guardians? I don't remember hearing them say that. I thought he said, no one knows where the Manhunters came from. And that's where I was like, is that the big mystery of this season? Oh no, the Guardians made the Manhunters.
Yeah, actually, you're right. They did say that no one knows where they came from.
They did say
I think that's like the big mystery for this season, because like it was that way in the comics too. Like the Guardians hide fucking everything. They're pieces of shit. They deserve death. So the Manhunters were their first creations. They were like, hey, we need to keep order because chaos is bad. And we're the oldest creatures in the galaxy, so we get to decide. So they made the Manhunters, and then the Manhunters realized, like, well, life is chaos. So to make order from chaos, kill all life. And they destroyed an entire space sector. They literally slaughtered an entire sector of space, which is like multiple galaxies. So like it's a lot. Yeah. DC Sentinels. Yes, but it's all life. And like, yeah, so this is what they look like. This one's obviously half destroyed, but yeah, they're just these robots that just like walk up and like, and like they just shoot people to death with lasers. But so that's why I was so annoyed by it. I was like, don't try and do that. They can look like whatever and da da da. But 9, that was such a good point, because the Martian Manhunter is a shapeshifter. And I'll tell you what, I could see, I believe Jeff Johns, one of the biggest writers in DC and one of the guys who really brought it back from the brink of collapse, is involved in this show. I could absolutely see him especially being like, we have these names, like, and they're obviously so close. Let's use it to our advantage. So I could see it being, yep.
Jeff Johns is involved with the show too?
I think he is. I think he's
one of the right. Brought in everybody. They literally brought in every white letter.
Let's check it out.
They ain't bringing none of them. Bring in my Justice League Unlimited people, man. Then this shit would be rocking. All right.
I could have sworn I saw that in one of the trivias. But yeah.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna pick one up. You guys already read that one.
So yeah, the Manhunters were then destroyed by the Guardians of the Galaxy, because they're like, well, clearly we need something with emotion and morality. So that's when they created the Green Lantern Corps. Now, Ophelia says, make Gotham Baltimore. Have Gordon as Batman. Fuzz up with dummy. You see Joker on the Avenue.
Avenue. Yeah.
Avenue.
That's a very good boss. That was a very good Baltimore.
Thank you. Fifth Bantha says, Smallville is a quick flight for Superman, LOL. Everyone else takes their time. Got references the Game of Thrones. Got it. I didn't know if you're saying that or got them. Reference is perfect. Othelius, this one. I like that you're having the white guy say this. Give me the gun the bald dude had. I'm finna use it to make Republicans experience Rosewood.
What's really funny because the guy from Deadwood is the dude who the main the real baddie in this show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Who is
he's
the Manhunter.
I think he's 14 years older than the person who plays his son on the show.
Man, probably 10. Like, did you look it up? Because they damn near how you go? That's like me playing Yo Daddy in a movie.
Yeah, it's a stretch. He is 60 years old, and Jason Ritter is 46. But 14 years, yeah.
I can't believe he's 60. That's crazy. But I don't know. I don't know if we're in the range of this right here. Bill Hader's dad. That's what I always call him.
I love Bill Hader.
He does look
Bill
like Bill Hader.
Hader's dad.
Or Will Forte. He looks like Will Forte.
No, that's Bill Hader's dad, in my opinion.
It says, "Can we talk more about the bird? It is still blowing my mind."
Yeah,
so again,
that should fit in where we are right now in this story.
So one of the cool things to remember about their constructs is it's this: the willpower goes into the strength of the construct. The imagination goes into the detail and realism of it. So that's why, like, so in Green Lantern Rebirth, the one where they literally took the Green Lantern. At that time, it was one Green Lantern, and that was Kyle Rayner. And they literally brought the entire Corps back in this comic. And in it, Hal actually says something really cool when he's describing the way everyone uses their rings. He says, hang on, I got it right here. Okay. So he's talking about the rings, and he says, John's constructs are built from the inside out. You look close, and you can see every nut and bolt that makes it work. Nothing that he creates is hollow, with or without the ring. So that goes into what we saw with the bird and everything. And then he says, Guy opens it up, and attitude disappears in a storm of emerald energy. His ring is like a leaky faucet. Sparks always fly, even when he's standing still. His willpower can't wait to get free. Alex, you're going to like this. Kilowog steps up to back. His ring is the only one that makes a sound, like a cannon exploding. A green light.
This nigga got some $1 million words, don't he?
A green light fades into air around Parallax, Kyle sketching in his head. It sharpens into view, constantly being refined by his own imagination. He's never satisfied. He's an artist. And then Hal says about himself, for me, it's about precision, doing exactly what I need to do to get the job done. Concentrated power, focused ambition. So that's why, while Hal's constructs are probably as strong, maybe stronger than John's at this point, they're not as realistic, if that makes sense. It does. I know it does.
If y'all, man,
I know it.
If y'all are watching right now, please like and subscribe. This is why you watch, because we give you the deep dive. He coming inside you.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Inside them? Really? Now, one last thing about those constructs. I stopped reading a while ago because I just got tired of DC in general. But from what I've been led to believe,
unless they're going to sponsor us,
John, and then I will read every single one from then till now next week. I will ADHD out like a motherfucker. Hyperfixation. That's my superpower.
100%.
But from what I've been led to believe, John, after he got his ring back, after Earth was segregated from the entire fucking galaxy, John was able to make constructs so real, they literally become real. And what I mean by that is he makes a deer and it literally just like shakes off the green and it's an actual living, breathing fucking deer. John gets so powerful that he's not making constructs, he's making reality.
Yeah, I heard that in the comics he's
heard it from a canary.
I heard it from Little Bird told me that he's canonically the only Green Lantern who could create living beings.
I'm proud of you on the canonically right there. Nailed it.
Yeah, right.
Well done, well done.
At all.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
use of said, well, let's see.
Yeah, and it is interesting, and it just further. We'll talk about this when we talk about the ending of this episode, but it further implores that there's something very, very special about John.
Old Johnny boy.
You know, even the Guardians seem to hold him in great import. Maybe even more so than Hal. And maybe that's why Hal has been so goddamn salty the whole season.
Yeah, they like, man. And see, I hope they don't try to add any like racial thing to it, because it's like he's just old, and then the new dude's coming in, and he's damaged by the job itself. Is like, I seen planets destroyed. I destroyed a planet. I fucking hate this job, but I love this job. Now hand me another shot. It's like, and now this new kid's coming in. He's gonna take my job. Now, what I would ask you about, guys, is this Junior thing. Keeps calling our guy Junior. Mm-hmm. He won't call him John. He doesn't call him Stuart.
Henry Jones Jr.
So I'm thinking maybe he's known his dad before all of this.
That would make sense. Like they knew each other from like around like a military bar. I mean, I'm pretty sure John and Hal get into a fight in a military bar before John knows Hal's Green Lantern. Because in the books, Hal's not going around like, "Hey, everybody, I'm GL."
Right.
Yeah, he does keep it as a secret identity in the comics.
Right, because there's no point in a suit or mask. There's no point in a suit or mask if you're just going to tell everybody your name. Who you are.
As we see in this episode, it turns out there is a good reason for the suit. So you don't get shot by a stupid fucking sniper.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
And also apparently or possibly space travel.
Yes.
Maybe you can't get into the prison on the universe prison, the galaxy, the galactic prison.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't get in without your suit.
Right.
It's like your badge when you go to work.
Yeah. That's like what I kind of saw it as. It's like you got to put on your uniform if you're going to come to work.
Yeah. Well, unless you're well, never mind. I don't want to get political on it.
But yeah, I do think that like the whole thing with John being like John and Hal's relationship, it does feel like Hal has a mistrust towards the Guardians, and because the Guardians sort of see John as a golden boy, Hal just has an inherent mistrust of John, because we already see that Hal has an understanding of the Manhunters. He knows Sinestro, who's also had a sort of relationship with the Guardians, and as you mentioned, Sinestro, the Guardians kind of ain't shit. So
Sinestro is also his former.
Oh yeah, is also his former instructor or ally
and father figure.
So Sinestro's best friend was Abin Sur. So when Abin Sur died and left the ring to Hal, Sinestro saw it as a fucking insult to Abin Sur's name, and then their space sectors are right next to each other. So Sinestro is in charge of training Hal, which is super funny because now we got Hal having that relationship with John.
Yeah.
Nine said, "How are you ever going to trust a dude named Sinestro?" How?
Right.
And then fifth also wait before I get to that one. Othelia says, "So Hal knew this nigga was shooting at his kids." Yeah, if he knew. I love that, actually. I love that. If he
Hal's descended from William Tell, so for his line, that's just normal.
Yeah, he's like, "Look, man, what you want me to do? Fuck, ain't my kids."
I mean, Abraham was about to kill his kid for God, so
there you go.
I think Hal was probably just like, maybe it's a black thing. I don't know.
I don't put myself in the business of blacks.
Do you think whenever Sinestro was like terrorizing people, he was like, maybe it's a magenta thing?
Yeah, he's like, he just hate me because I'm magentas.
I only know about white people. Purples, blacks, I don't.
He mad because my race has two syllables.
Hal's seen so many aliens, he absolutely sees color, but not in the way we're thinking.
Fifth said he's a junior by name, but I think it's his dad that got him the job. His tone is also that you know your place, rookie type energy. I don't know. I think it's just because he's white that it comes off that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, check it out. There's this Russian girl back in Alabama that I knew. She was Russian too, like she was from Georgia. It was Russia. It was Georgia back then, but it's Russia now. Shout out to George W. Bush. But anyway, she used to call me boy all the time. but not like boy, like how American racist white people would mean it. But like she would say it like, "What you going to do, boy? What's is happening, boy? Where you go, boy?" Like she's just signifying that I am a man and not a woman. And
bro, she was straight up trying to be like, "Hey, I know you got a piece that fits in this piece, and I want that piece in this piece."
Well, yeah, that was our.
That's what she was saying.
That was our agreement at the time. But my point
way to explain a contract, Jeff.
Don't you mansplain to me, sir. No, so
I've been nerd-splaining all episode.
And God bless you for it. Oh, you get one. I forgot what my point was, but
different strokes.
We're joking around about alien slurs. Extraterrestrial.
I was going somewhere. I fucking forgot what the slur for Magneto.
Dude, I'm loving Nine's comment down there. My mentor's name is Betrayer McHomewrecker. That's fucking good, man.
So hold on. So first of all, I have listened to a few people online talking about this show, and you guys are the first people I've heard say Martian Manhunter could be the Manhunter. I've heard a lot of people explaining what the Manhunters are in the comics and the origin of the Manhunters, but a twist. So that could happen in some crazy proportions, because that would make sense as to why Hal is trying to protect, or seemingly so at least protect the Manhunter.
Which, here's the other thing: those alien detector machines, they're robots. I don't know if it would have detected a robot, unless
But they also don't specifically say. I mean, from what we know of the Manhunters, they're sentient robots, but I don't think that they specifically say that they're robots in this. I think they did
not.
They have not yet.
They're kind of explaining them like they're scrolls in this.
Well, but the other thing to remember is, so it's part of Fifth Bantha's got it in that last comment right there. The Martian Manhunter is the last one, so that's why I lean that way. He's the last male green Martian. There's multiple other white Martians, including the whatever lady Martian Manhunter. I don't know what the fuck her name is. But yep. I think that's technically sexist. Oh, no, because she's white.
Well, no. The white and the green.
Yep. Picked it up. Yep. But so here's the other thing. When the aliens were describing, so first off, when they were describing like what the Martian, it was weird because when they were describing the destruction of their planet or whatever, it sounds like it was completely destroyed. But the other thing is, okay, a couple of things. One, the way they described it is a Martian's power. Shape-shifting, mind reading, so they're able to get into that political shit and stuff like that. That sounds a lot like Martians. So that's one. Two, remember, aliens like live hundreds or sometimes thousands of years, so this could have been forever ago and it was a Martian. Three, these guys keep describing one Manhunter. And like Fifth said, the Martian Manhunter was the last one. So it could be that I think Nine's onto it. I think they don't realize. I think it's a red herring. I think when they just said Manhunter, it was to make us, if we are as nerdness as I am, think the Guardians Manhunters. But I think Nine's onto it. I think it was the Martians.
And I remember what I was saying now. It was about this. It was about this. How sometimes white people could sound like they are, being racist. But they're not being racist. They're just
we never sound that way.
Just saying words. I want to ask. Wait, what were you about to do?
Just
say
gonna
words.
just gonna set up the last scene. Of the
Okay, go
episode.
ahead.
So yeah, John informs Hal, John informs Hal about the Manhunter situation.
Hi, Hal.
Then Hal travels to a prison off-world to interrogate Sinestro, his former mentor and a rogue Green Lantern, about the Manhunters. But Sinestro shows interest in John. So I thought this was interesting.
Not like that, though. Not like that.
You don't know.
How does he know about John?
Yeah, that's
and
the
who
big
is in here snitching, man? I'm telling you, man, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah,
Every time you get a nigga locked up in prison, he can tell you what's going on outside. Bitch, how?
Sorry.
Wait a
Go
minute.
ahead, Sinestro. Answer.
So Sinestro created the yellow rings.
The yellow
rings.
Yellow roads? Oh no,
The yellow rings.
Yellow ring. I thought you said yellow roads at first, and I was just like, the yellow brick road.
And the color yellow is like the main weakness of the Green Lanterns, not Alan Scott. Although Alan Scott is weak to wood, so got to give it out to Big Bang Theory. You could take them both down with a number 2 pencil. But the reason Green Lanterns are weak to the color yellow is because there's this whole emotional spectrum, and every color corresponds with an emotion, and every emotion and color has its own entity that is the embodiment of that. The emotion for the greens is willpower. The emotion for the yellows is fear, and their entity is called parallax. And the Guardians, again, tried to just not tell anyone fucking anything. They hid everything. So one of the things they hid was they took that entity of fear, parallax, and they hid it inside the central power battery on the planet Oa that powers every Green Lantern battery and every Green Lantern ring. That color and so that's why yellow is their weakness. It's infected every ring through parallax in the battery that no one knew about. But Sinestro tapped into fear. He tapped into the color yellow, and he started talking with parallax. And that's how he's able to know what's going on with everyone's fucking ring. Anyone that touches a ring, Sinestro knows.
So even though he doesn't have the ring on him, he doesn't have that thing on him, he can still tap into.
I'll be willing to bet they don't know that he has a yellow ring on him.
According to the chat, you're not supposed to call them that anymore.
Well, those parallaxes got deserved it, okay?
The yellows, this show, the Drunk Banthas podcast at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time every Monday, has done a lot of talking about the blacks and the greens and the yellows.
They do have one of those Lantern Corps too. I will be very careful when referring to them.
The reds, they got the reds and they got the black. I mean, it's pretty racist world out there in the DC. It's pretty racist galaxy out there.
Yeah, and it's a pretty dramatic scene between like Hal and Sinestro. I do want to just like play this clip real quick.
Oh, motherfucker!
Get the.
Yes, thank you. Oh, our nips just touched. Mine are so hard.
Mine are different sizes.
Just wanted you to get like the idea of the dramatic tension between the two. Like, these two haven't seen each other in a long time.
Fifth Bantha said the black core is terrifying. Why is the black core terrifying?
Only in the white neighborhood.
He's like, I fear for my life.
Well, their emotion is death.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes,
that's pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. It is pretty bad.
Also, in the comics, when they locked Sinestro up, it wasn't in a science cell, which is what their jail cells are called. They locked him in the central power battery. That's how he spoke to Parallax. I'm guessing they're not going to do that in this. They're just going to say because of his trying to rule and keep order through fear. That's how he connected with Parallax.
You can read this, Jeff. It probably feels.
Aries, delete this drop and my life is yours. Right there? Correct.
Yeah, that one.
I'm not.
Mr. President. Thanks.
I'm not sure what he's referring to, but I'm curious what you guys think. This will be, I guess, the last thing we talk about before we get out of here.
What?
But
I got one quick. Did you guys catch the Easter egg?
As soon as that, everybody's like, "Hold on, I got other."
Yeah, no, you gotta throw it to us to get.
Did you catch the Saturday morning cartoon Easter egg?
Which was it? Which was?
There's a Super Friends reference in there, but it's visual.
No, I missed it.
The hall where they're having their town meeting is a copy of the Hall of Justice from the Super Friends.
I did not notice that.
Also, if you want, I can go over every fucking Lantern Corps.
Yeah, there were a lot of Easter eggs in this episode that we can't go into. The password for his portal box,
it's literally the name of one of the stories.
Yeah, it goes on and on and on. But I would ask for quick, before we get into the ratings and stuff, do you think, because these things are on the internet, I'm just saying to debunk, do you think that the lady who's cheating on her husband, the man-eater, not the man-hunter, the man-eater, do you think that she is possibly your daughter? I mean, Sinestro's daughter.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Sinestro's daughter is also Eben Sur's niece, and later becomes Kyle Rayner's girlfriend, but no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
First off, she's pink. Second off, she hates her father so fucking much. She does everything she can to go against him, to the point where she becomes a Green Lantern later, and she tries to deny the ring. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to go off world. She's trying to fix all of the bullshit that Sinestro did. So she's back on that world.
I do feel like
I think
to your point. I think you nailed it. To your point, Bill, I think that this show does do a better job than, say, Secret Invasion of planting the seed of who's an alien. Who can we trust?
Well, that's because this is a whodunit, a stone cold whodunit. And we ain't even the whodunit part of the whodunit. We still got to find out who done it for the whodunit to have whodunited it.
By the way, shout out to Nine I saw that comment. I saw him scroll tide. Well done, sir.
Yes, sir. Scroll tide.
Scroll tide.
But I'm curious what you guys think of, because you mentioned sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead.
You had mentioned that Sinestro has tapped into Parallax, and that's how he knows about John. But he hints that John is Hal's biggest threat, more so than the Manhunters. What's going on with John? Do you guys have any theories about what's going on with John? Why is he so important, and why Sinestro knows that he's so important?
I would just say that, well, clearly the Guardians were after him, right? So that would be a good note, a good sign that, maybe they've known about him a little bit, something. He's a little popular out there. They've only had one human, or they had one human, so now they have two humans, and they're gonna make a third one, and he's black. He must be special, man. He must be special. But Jeff, what's up?
My theory isn't about why John's so special as a Lantern to the Guardians, to any of that. My theory is in the situation with Sinestro and why Sinestro brought it up. Sinestro is just 100% fucking with Hal Jordan. I don't think that part of what Sinestro does is spend his life fucking with Hal. Sinestro, when he was still a Green Lantern, used fear to bring order to his sector, and then Hal was the one who found that out. Hal was the one who turned him into Guardians. Hal was the one who beat the fuck out of him and threw him into jail, and Sinestro never forgave Hal. Not because he was like, oh, you took away my pride as a Green Lantern. He was like, no, I brought peace to my fucking homeworld and my sector, and you took that away. So since then, Sinestro has tried nothing short of destroying Hal's life. It's not just like, I'm going to fuck you up and take your space job. It's, I'm going to destroy everything you care about. That's the thing. While he was listening in with Parallax and everything, Sinestro's main goal was making Hal Jordan afraid so that that fucking weakness could infect him. Because here's the thing. In the comics, Cyborg Superman destroys Coast City. The Guardians won't let Hal bring it back using his ring. So Hal goes crazy and kills the Green Lantern Corps. He destroys the central power battery, and Parallax infects him. It was all Sinestro's plan.
Damn.
Okay, now let me ask you this one.
Here to drive Hal crazy.
Do you think that... Damn, I forgot my last one. It was one last one. It wasn't about... Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Because Fifth Bantha was asking about, or he was talking about how John could never have or be influenced by the Yellow Ring because he does not have fear because his daddy's shooting at him his whole life.
Well, so when they learn that color yellow is fear, it's not you just never have fear. It's that you learn that this is fear, and we have to have enough willpower to act in the face of fear.
Right. Well, and that's what he's doing by getting shot at and not moving, acting in the face of fear. But would you say that it's possible that he would be corrupt by the Red Corps? And do you think that Anton, whatever the big head dude, the little big head guy that kidnapped
Hector Hammond?
The guy,
never mind.
The guy who kidnapped.
Sorry, I'm thinking someone else.
Do you think he could be the guy who created the Red Corps?
No.
He could be the leader of the Red Corps.
I don't think he's Atrocitus, but
Yeah, you said it.
I don't think that you're wrong on the Red Lanterns, because that was that thing last episode when I was like, I don't know if I want to mention this because it could possibly be a spoiler, but
yeah,
since it's being brought up, with when they were in the car, remember Hal picks him up late and he's like, are you angry? Are you a little angry? Are you upset? Are you perturbed? Like, he kept asking about anger, and I was like, is he trying to like hint that that like the Red Lanterns are known and they're about? Which, by the way, the Red Lanterns also came out because of the Manhunters destroying Space Sector 666.
Maybe that is why that's what his training is. He's seen the ring be corrupt. He's seen people corrupt the ring. So he's like, I need to make sure this motherfucker isn't one of those people. I've had the wool pulled over my eyes with my best friend. So I need to see if this, because so far he tested his fear by jumping off of a cliff and jumping out of a car and rolling it off a cliff. He tested his fear. And now he in that same episode, he tested his anger.
Yeah.
He's constantly being a dick. I love it.
He tested his patience this entire series. These first two episodes. So maybe if we keep up with that going forward, and we might be on to something, at least as far as why he's training him in the manner in which he is. Right. We could keep up with next week. We can go over like the cores, like all of the different lights and the emotions that come with those different colors.
Yeah, and I'm sure
the cores, their oaths, the emotion, their entities, their founders, their weaknesses. There's so much.
Shout out to Alex Core. What was it? Alex
Skarsgård.
Yeah, the Covenus. Alex Covenus.
Dude, he's your brother. You should know his last name.
I can't remember. He's from Texas as well. He's a comic book dude, Mexican dude. He's on YouTube. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Variant Comics. Dude.
Yeah, Variant Comics. Shout out to them. That's better. I don't need his name.
Also, Atrocitus, also a very suspicious name.
Yeah, you can't trust no nigga named Atrocitus. I just on God, I cannot trust you.
What about shit? What about the Zamorans? Do we think they're good or evil?
It seems very neutral name.
Zamaron.
Yeah, they're evil.
Yeah, I don't know. They seem like they eat mayonnaise.
What about Larfleeze?
Who?
Larfleeze.
They seem cool. Larfleeze.
Yeah, they seem passive.
They seem like they cool. They eat cheese.
Boudica.
Boudica?
Oh, they down to party.
I don't fuck with
They
them.
down to party.
They down to party. Not good people.
All right, I'm not gonna keep going. I'll just go off on another tangent.
We'll pick up next week. What was the rating for this episode that we got?
You guys want to guess?
I'm gonna guess. Well, I'm not gonna guess. I'm just gonna give my rating. Due to the fact that we didn't talk about Earl, but this in the bird, like there was a lot of bad CGI in this episode. Running down the freeway, bad CGI. Also, I don't know if he can't run or if they just keep speeding up his run, but
they should have just let John make the fucking CGI. It clearly works better.
Clearly, just let him construct it. I think they probably spent a lot of money on the constructing that bird, and we lost a little. So I'm gonna bring what it would have probably been an 8. I'm gonna bring that down to a 7. 7.
Okay.
7.
Right.
Alex, what are you giving it?
I'm giving it an 8. I thought that this was a vast improvement of the last episode. Even when we get John going to retrieve the lantern, which I thought was going to be just like such a side quest mission that was going to be uninteresting, just so we can contrive a reason for us not using ring powers for a whole other episode. It didn't end up turning into that. It ended up turning into a cool action sequence that led us into some more story, and that ended up leading us into a cool sci-fi comic book moment toward the end. So I am really enjoying this episode, and I can't wait till Sheriff Carey's lion ass gets exposed. I'll
agree with Alex. I thought it was worth an 8.
Worth an 8? An 8?
I thought it was worth an 8 personally. I'll say this: there were 4,400 votes. And everyone thought it was better than we did. They also thought it was better than the pilot. 8.4.
Okay. And the pilot was what?
8.3.
8.3. Oh, yeah.
Such a difference, right?
No, I said damn because I was like, that
breaking your phone?
No, well, I wish that was hi.
Looks like they were trying to show your blackest night.
Hey man, at least good thing I got some pants on. That's what you can say is, hey man,
the real show's behind the curtain.
So glad that dude put on pants today. I forgot what I was about to say because I slammed the camera on the ground.
Rating.
Wish it was my phone.
Sorry, so yours is you said 7.5?
I said a 7. 9 said 7.5. Morgan said Bantha, he said 8.7. Othela said earthquake hit LA.
And then he agreed with us, and that's much more important.
Yeah, and then he said it's an 8 for me. Fifth Bantha said earthquake only on Bill's side of the couch.
What are you talking about? We're in
completely different rooms today.
Oh yeah.
Definitely new studio coming. So y'all watch out for that whole new studio setup coming up again here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had some other comments that I wanted to pull up here, but I can't remember where they are. So
someone said something about MODOK in the chat. I do want to say that there have been a lot of theories.
Wrong side. MODOK is Marvel.
Yeah, I was like,
oh yeah, MODOK is Marvel. What am I thinking?
You might be thinking of Hector Hammond. Unlike MODOK, he still has a body. It's just attached to a giant head.
I have heard theories that Vandal Savage is the character that Garrett.
That'd be fucking dope.
That
shout out to.
It would explain why he doesn't look as old as he should be.
You're right. He's usually a Batman
Jeff,
villain.
You read this one, Alex. I mean, Jeff, you read this one, and then Alex, you go ahead and get us out of here.
Oh, thanks. Shout out to Porna Yaganathan, friend of the show.
Yeah. R.I.P. Deli Boys.
Oh.
Didn't even think about Savage. Said it Bantha. Yeah, you're welcome. Jacobin, that I went
By the way,
for me.
Use of said, well, let's see.
Well,
by the way,
sorry.
You see that fucker with a giant head? That's how.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was trying to solo you.
Like teeny tiny body, giant fucking head.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he thought he was smarter than he was. Fuck you, dumbass.
Well, guys, let us know in the comments what you thought of this episode, what you think the series got in store for us moving forward, and go watch yourself some Justice League Unlimited and come up with your own theories. Before we get out of here, Sinestro, you want to tell the people where they can find you on the interwebs?
Yeah, sure. I'm stuck in a science cell. Hal Jordan threw me in there. He's a piece of shit. You can always try and Skype me, Don Cheadle's Driveway at littledickie2.com. It's
because of the hackers.
Because of the hackers. Yeah. You can try and find Jeff Madil on Facebook, at MadilJeff on Instagram. But as always, the easiest way is to be here on a Monday night, especially for the next 6 episodes where I'm going to talk over every fucking person and share way more information than any of us need. And I don't know why they haven't cut me off yet. That's stupid on their part. Anyway.
What about you, Bill? Where can the people find you on there?
Oh, Alex, you can find me right here every Monday and every Thursday at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time on the Drunk Banthas podcast on Mondays and on the Bantha Bunch show on Thursday. Yeah. And hopefully my camera won't fall all the way off of it again. And you can also find me at home. Sleep at the crib, knocked out. We almost got to 100 comments. Somebody just make one more comment.
Yeah,
we get to 100 comments. Well, I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah. We got Dark Matter coming up this Friday. You guys want to talk about it on this show? Put it in the comments. Oh God, there it goes again. Put it in the comments. Let us know.
Camera.
Want some of that thing? Couple of them. There we go. We got comments. We're over 100. We got over 100 comments. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
Yeah, dummy.
Why would I tell you that?
I mean, honestly, no one cares. We checked out.
This is a very personal question. But thank you guys so much for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. But don't forget to like, and subscribe so you get updates and new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, Letterboxd, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Till next time, stay safe, my little birds that are constructs from someone else's imagination. And may the force be with you.
Roll time.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go.